way more power than we give ourselves credit for. Because he created the mind to be like a receptor. Like it's like literally a receptor, and it's powerful. And think about it, bro. People was thinking about flying airplanes. That came from somebody's mind. People thought they were stupid when but they made it happen.
They made it happen.
Going to the moon, creating skyscraper buildings. This shit was from people's minds, and somebody always thought that was crazy because they weren't dreaming big enough. So it's like that's creation.
Yep.
God has given us the power to even create children. Because creation, like
procreation,
bro.
Procreation.
There's levels to this shit.
It is, dog. And it's crazy you said about the airplanes. It goes back to the freaking what is it, the light that Thomas Edison created? They said he tried 10,000 times and failed 10,000 times.
That's what I was
Yes, bro.
Bro.
I like how he talked about Henry Ford though.
Oh yeah,
but they said people like say he was stupid. He was crazy.
Yes.
Like they said that pastors, they called it like the devil's.
Yeah, because they don't understand. They can't even comprehend. They can't even comprehend. Like, bro, that's what I'm.
Got the like.
Oh, light.
Yeah. But I think it goes back to like. I think we overlooked it, man. I've realized this growing up. So like as a child, just think of if you walking down the street, you see a child.
Yeah.
The first thing you see is like, damn, they got so much imagination. Like they see things that we don't see, but they make it into something that they see.
Yes.
Nobody understands because the child is in their own mind, right?
Yeah.
But people, as they get older, as they're conditioned, you know what I'm saying, with their background, with their upbringing, traumas that they haven't healed from, all that shit just keeps tearing down their creativity, their imagination.
The craziest part is in their subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
You carry it.
Yeah.
You don't even realize you're carrying it.
You don't.
And it's destructive.
It is. Cause you're like, damn, why you do that?
Bro.
I don't know.
They don't even know.
I don't know.
Don't even know.
Yeah.
Bro. I have so much more to say on that. I'm just trying to send over this. This is the one I'm using actually.
Hey guys, hope everybody's doing okay today. Did notice
This one.
I only
You ever heard of Graham Stephens?
That sounds familiar.
He's like the fucking young guy with the real estate.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, his shit is like that. This white dude, but
I'm just sending you something right now.
Oh man, dude, I still gotta watch that thing my mom just sent me.
Oh, I just realized I sent you the video from my channel.
Yeah.
So you have it in your text.
Okay, Elevated Minds.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
So it should be your last text I sent. I sent you.
I wish we had Wi-Fi up top, on the airplane.
Dude, I bet.
Yeah, I think they do, but you gotta pay for it, so.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's that.
Gotta ask
Yeah, that.
Ask it with a cash.
Hey, that's what I'm about to say the same thing, cuz. You beat me through it. Bro, this shit was so funny, cuz.
This was lit, bro. The whole...
It's so funny.
Shit, funny as fuck.
Like you said, I imagine it just like that. I remember I was upstairs in my room just chilling. I just started laughing, just thinking about being in San Diego. I was just laughing. I was like, this shit about to be...
You already knew.
I already knew.
You already knew what time it was.
I already knew, bro. That's another thing. A lot of times, shit, if you're intentional about the feeling that you want, man, you gravitate towards it.
I'm telling you.
Like, you gravitate to, like, these cars, these nice-ass cars, they always say, like, back in the day, like, damn, they get this, they get that. But nah, what you're doing is you repelling that blessing that you want.
Yeah.
Because you're envying somebody else. And when you put that energy into, like, oh, look at them, they think they all that.
Bro.
All you're doing is repelling that shit away from you.
Exactly.
Every time. Every time I see a nice ass car, bro, I bless it. I'm like, man, I can afford that. You know, already, like,
Yes.
it's just a matter of time, man. You keep programming your subconscious, like you said, man.
Dude.
You get it. That's what happened with that house, bro. I told you. Man, the girl I was with, like, her friend was like, yeah, they got this such and such program for first time buyer. I was like, shit, what? I was like, what? I do. Purple pepper.
Oh my god, bro. What was we laughing about fucking with Samantha? I forget what in the car. Like we was dying. Oh my god.
Oh, I know it's she said something.
She said something, man.
We all started laughing.
Damn, that shit was funny.
That shit was hella funny.
The whole day.
She did say something though when we came back in the car. Nigga, I was geek.
Oh shit.
Oh, you get that? Yo, no holy shit. These things for Jesus now.
Bro. Oh my god, I forget what happened. You said, oh.
Oh no! When you thought you had the fucking the phone on.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That shit when he went out. Oh. Oh my god.
All day, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And it was so, like, everything stopped. Like, we was like, yeah, we gonna have this shit recorded. We gonna be talking.
All this fucking.
And then I said, I don't know if somebody said something.
No, I think I just
He's like, well, let me see.
I just walked. It was like.
Hey, you know when you know as a kid, when you go to mom and dad and you gotta ask for something, and you gotta go to that moment like, all right, let me see how I'm gonna do this. Like, or if you did something that you knew you were supposed to do. You gotta take that pause. Yo, that shit. Oh. Bro, cause we was talking for a good minute, bro.
And it was like.
You feel me? People don't know, man.
But they will.
Yeah,
but they will.
keep pushing that.
I'm gonna
Keep pushing
it. Like, oh shit. We both just
I know, bro. We laughing, bro. But nah, like, yeah, you keep pushing that, man, because people don't know.
Yeah.
And in the way that you pass information to somebody, they'll catch it.
Hell yeah.
Even if it's not 1,000, if you can catch one person a day.
That's what I'm saying. That's it.
One person a day.
I look for that. I'm okay with slow and steady progress. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Now, before, like,
Try to jump on.
I would be like, damn, I didn't go viral. I didn't get 1 million views. Like, but at the end of the day, usually the stuff that goes viral is like not the stuff that it's like different type of content. Like, you know, this is like different type of content than that.
For
It's,
sure.
it's supposed to reach a certain audience.
Yeah.
That's like wanting this. So it's like when you
A lot
got
of people at our time or our age too. We're I said a lot of people that struggle at our age.
Oh,
actually.
lots of, I didn't realize how many.
Like
People are like living lives they don't want to live.
Yeah.
And like
It's scary.
what I could say for me is like I was one of those people, and then I finally did something about it, and now I'm here, and I'm like, damn, this is lit. Like I can never wake up and be like, I created this life. That's crazy. And some people just don't. They don't question it. They just
You're right.
like. There's people walking around like Piper. You can't tell me this girl's not going through some type of depression.
She's going through something.
Something. She said all she do is smoke weed. Like that's it. Like you don't do nothing else. And every time I see her, she's drinking. So it's like I think she going through some shit.
You know what that's called?
What's that?
Avoidance.
Avoidance. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Shoot, this is what I realized.
Yeah.
Like, people that I meet, I come in contact with, psychology keep coming up.
It do.
And that's, like I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I like the religious thing, but I've always been in science. I remember in like 6th grade, I had a science trophy.
Want to know how things work.
Exactly, like you be searching. Like,
there's reasons why.
Yeah.
You know, and so like my thing was people in the church when they would diagnose something, they would just say, "Oh, this is
the devil.
This is the devil," or it was just very broad, like
what does that mean? Am I part of the devil?
It still leaves questions. There's no
Yep.
definite reason. They don't know. That's what it comes down to. They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say faith in that situation. Like, there's a reason for this. Like, there's an actual reason that we can figure out. Isn't just, God will figure it out. No, there's a reason, and there's something that can be done in this situation, And like,
it kind of makes it seem like laziness.
Yeah.
Because you just pushing it under the rug, not avoiding the issue.
I'm gonna use this for an example. Like, my dad is a pastor, good person, good person, but he's got like a lot of childhood trauma that he never handled, and so like it affects the way my mom and dad are together. But he don't see it because the religion part of it. You know what I'm saying? He's a good person. He does great things. He always helps people and stuff like that. But there's some things that he's got going on from his childhood that he's bringing into the marriage. He brings into his relationships. And my dad is a person that always gets taken advantage of. Like, people will and I take after my dad. And so like we actually take on the personalities of our parents in a different way. We absorb especially in this subconscious, we do it as a child, and then we don't even realize it.
I know exactly what
you know what I'm saying?
About.
We have like some of their tendencies.
Oh, yeah,
and like
that's
done. But one of my dad's tendencies is,
thank you, brother.
For sure. One of my dad's tendencies is he usually thinks he's right because he means well. And so I just think that way. I mean well, so I'm not wrong. But that's not always the case. The other person has a whole different reality than what you have. You can't expect that everybody else has the same experience that you have. So that's something I had to learn. But then the way I found out about it is because my mom would complain to me about some things my dad does. I'm like, oh shit, I did that in one of my relationships. Oh shit. And so like then I'm starting to like, oh, I'm not perfect. Like, I mean well, you can still come off a certain way, offend someone. There's still gonna have to be communication, all that kind of stuff. But like, that's something I couldn't find in religion. I could not figure that out in religion. Like, there's no way I would have figured that out. I would have just been like, oh well, God says I need to do this and I need to do this, and that's what I did. So that means, I'm cool. But it's like, it's so much more to it than that, and it's just not explained in the Bible. It's not explained in church, and like, that's something I had to get out here and just experience and learn because I had no idea. Like, and then I wasn't even taught how to be in relationships. And then like, my dad, like I said, he would get taken advantage of. I would take that right from my dad and get taken advantage of by these women, you know, and people. Like, if I let people, like, you don't see my phone. Sometimes my shit is blowing up. Like, I'm getting calls from people for help or, like, to be a therapist for their, you know what I'm saying? People want to call on me. But, like, that's how they do my dad. And one thing my dad has a problem with is setting boundaries because he thinks religion, oh, I'm a pastor, I can't say no. And then from his childhood, he was the oldest. And so he was the oldest.
So
and
he
then,
took on a lot of responsibility.
Well, get this, his mom, my grandma, left at like age 10. Just like she would just leave, like randomly. And so she left and never came back. And so like then my dad is like 10 or 11. He had to take care of my Uncle Julius, Uncle Charles, like all of them.
Damn.
And then Granddad started talking to my aunt, Grandma Cheryl, and you know there was other brothers and sisters and stuff. But like he had a lot of pressure on him basically, but he never like dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? He never like really dealt with it. He thinks that God healed him, but it's like, bro, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like I feel like that right there is like the main reason why I feel like sometimes religion alone is like it'll make you blind. Like you don't see
what's going on.
You don't see the real. You're in this like
asylum.
This like mental. I don't know, bro. It's like a bubble or something. But I feel like I came here and I had to like separate myself for a little bit and like. Cause it was like too much. I ain't even lie, it was getting to be a little too much over there.
At church.
Yeah, bro. They started to have me doing the Bible study on Wednesday, and my dad wanted me to start waking up earlier to do Sunday morning like Sunday school, and then he wanted me to do a sermon, and then they wanted me to speak at these places. I'm like, bro, look, I'm like. I'm not even living that life that y'all want me to live. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm a terrible person, but I can't be in the pulpit doing this stuff. I don't really believe it in the way that you believe it. I believe it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
A little bit differently, but it's just from the real standpoint of what it is. It's like, because my thing with religion is I feel like in Christianity, there were some things that were altered. Like, they took out 5 books of the Bible.
Which one?
5 books of the Bible, bro, and they talk about manifestation. They talk about women and like how you have to like they're more powerful because of their sex appeal. It talks about like, bro, there's some shit that is taken out, and it's like why, and every single why.
Yeah, and, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like the Book of Thomas, the Book of Maccabees. I think it was like the Book of I can't remember the other. It's like, I think it's 5 books. But Doubting Thomas has a book in there, I think. I forget the other guy. But yeah, it talks about this other stuff that's like, it's not contrary to the Bible, but it's like, that's a lot that you just kind of like just pieced out of there. And then they changed, actually the 10 Commandments is actually altered. Thou shalt not kill is not really thou shalt not kill. It's thou shalt not kill lest ones come against, you know? And so Christians think war is bad and stuff. It's like this in the Bible. That's why they look at the Bible. They killed in the Bible. They did. If people was coming against them, they fucked them up.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's what I'm saying. Like they just make you. It was like meant to be for control because like Christianity, the King James version of the Bible was actually like brought in after the Dark Ages, and people was wilding out, and they needed something to bring order and control because people was fucked up, and so things were taken out of the Bible, bro. Like,
damn, but it makes sense though.
Yeah, it do. But it's like, but they don't.
They don't see it that way.
They don't see it that way. They just. I asked them about that. It's like, okay, I found out when they're called the Apocrypha, and I was like, so why were the 5 books taken out? And they're like, oh, that wasn't inspired by the Word of God. I'm like.
What does that mean?
Who
creates that?
Even decides that?
Yeah, right.
Who decided that it was okay to take those out?
Right.
And who decided what actually went into the Bible? They just say it was inspired by holy men, but the Bible was altered like more than 5 times throughout history because who conquered. Who conquered writes history. Bro, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what the fuck? And then, like, they don't even think about the fact that when we was in Africa, and Africans were actually in America before just I mean, they came to here too. They was here before Christopher Columbus. There's books on this shit, bro. Like, I'm telling you what, I started to like find out this stuff, and then everything just really starts to make sense. And it's like there's this whole other side to Christianity because of what it comes behind. Because like it was pushed upon us. They was pushed upon us. We already had our own everything. We had our own religion or language. We had our own culture before we were brought over there. And they just think, oh yeah, this is the right one. This is the right one. This is it. And it's like, okay, but so why are there so many other religions that came before Christianity? Doesn't make sense. And so there's so many more, bro. There's so many more that come before Christianity. And so it's like, when you realize this, it's like, okay, so Christianity actually is a newborn religion compared to a lot of these ancient ones. And it's like, it's man-made. Religion is man-made. It's somebody thinking that they understand it in a certain way.
There's the people that said that if you have blue eyes, a pointy nose, and thin lips, that you're the only one that gets direct instruction from God.
See?
Everybody else, you're an animal.
And the crazy thing is, they're the most inferior compared to. That's the craziest part, because black people, we have melanin. We absorb the sun. Like we literally, like, our melanin is like a black woman can actually give birth to any other type of woman or any other type of like color, because they have they call it the Eve gene. Only the black woman has that.
I got an example. I think I got it on my phone.
Yeah.